Hi Pisces, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020. This is a general love reading for the sign of Pisces for this upcoming week in May. Because this is general, it can pertain to anything, relationships, or situations and circumstances surrounding family, home, work, social circles. If you can think of it, it might apply. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards. You may feel like I'm reading for you. You could potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. Take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. Hopefully by the end, you'll have something to walk away with that will help you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, Pisces? So we're going to get started here in a minute. If you are new or unfamiliar with my channel, first of all, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Carmilla is in the background. She is co-starring in your reading today. And has promised to be good as always. So far, so good. She's only been out for about a half hour though. Give her some time to start up her antics. All right, Pisces, let's get going and see what we've got for you today. We're going to start off with the Four of Pentacles paired with the Six of Swords. Knight of Wands in reverse, the Lovers in reverse, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, Strength, and then we have the Six of Cups in reverse. Okay, so I feel like there might be trouble in paradise in some kind of connection or relationship that you're dealing with. Lovers in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse. This can indicate somebody that is very close to you, somebody who's very significant in your life. I do feel like this could be a family member or spouse, I guess I should say. Ten of Pentacles can indicate a relationship of longevity, can indicate marriage, family, building a legacy, abundance. But there's something that's gone awry. There's something that's not quite right. Somebody might not be doing their fair share to keep things going, maintaining the status of this Ten of Pentacles. There could be some financial issues that you're dealing with the Four of Pentacles coming out in your underlying energy with the Six of Swords, something that you're trying to get past. It may be weighing heavily on a relationship, or maybe it's causing some problems. If it's not financial, this can just indicate, again, needing to get past something, a conflict, an issue within a significant relationship. And I do want to say, even though I indicated that this is, Lovers, Six of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, this does not have to be an intimate romantic partner or a spouse, for example. It can be a different family member, or just somebody that you're very, very close to, attached to, a partner, a business connection, somebody that is very significant to you in your life. Okay, so let's see what else we get for you, Pisces. We have the Star in reverse, and we have Strength again, Four of Cups, Two of Cups, clarifying the Lovers, the Knight of Swords in reverse, Justice, the Empress in reverse, and then the Knight of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords, all in reverse. So I'm getting a little bit of the sense that there might be some unpredictability, or you're not quite certain where this is headed, or what actions to take. There might be a little fear, hesitation, or anxiety surrounding a situation within this relationship. I do feel like there's a certain level of confidence with the relationship or connection itself. Like it's something that has been such a long-standing, significant relationship in your life that it's something that's going to maintain its strength despite these hardships that you might be dealing with right now. But I do get the sense there might be somebody within this connection that's not like doing their fair share, or they're not participating in the relationship in the manner that is maintaining it at its usual level. I think something that you may be used to. If this isn't a relationship that's a long-standing relationship, it could just be a very significant connection, a connection with somebody that you have a soul contract with. In other words, you're meant to spend some time with in the 3D, learn life lessons, grow spiritually with this individual, and things are just not quite going the way you would hope at this point in time. It's possible somebody is acting selfishly within the relationship, or is not necessarily putting enough effort into the connection itself, but maybe being a little bit more self-centered in their behavior. I feel like there's a certain level of unpredictability, not feeling quite certain about possibly the outcome or what's going to happen next, or whether or not things will be resolved. I think at this stage in the game, there is a little bit more on the energy of one or both parties kind of hanging on to the sense of doom and gloom, lack of hope, or willingness to improve the situation, recover or repair, whatever that looks like for you, Pisces. It's possible that there have been decisions made for the wrong reasons within this relationship. Again, I do get the sense, though, that it's still very strong. There is still a certain level of solidarity, strength, reliability within this connection. And it could be that it's being held together by family. Maybe there's children involved. So it's not like things are over. Like you're throwing your hands up in the air and saying, I'm giving up. I don't care anymore. I'm not doing this. That's not that at all. At least not right now with the cards that I have out on the table. But there is a sense that someone's not putting forth the effort that needs to be put forth within a very significant relationship connection. Let's get this third set out here, Pisces, and see what else we have. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Fool, Hangman in reverse, the Tower in reverse, the Devil, the Empress, this time in the upright position, the Emperor, And then the Knight of Swords, this time in the upright position. Okay, so we have an Emperor and Emperor on the table. The Empress is once in the upright, once in reverse. I feel like this is your energy, Pisces. If you're a male, you can still embody this energy, or you could potentially be the masculine energy that's on the table, which is the Emperor. So I feel like this is definitely a significantly strong connection, possibly one, again, a long-lasting, long-standing relationship, possibly a marriage. It's one of those relationships that everybody expects will last forever. It's kind of got that feel to it. But there's definitely some trouble in paradise, and I do feel that someone's not doing their fair share, or someone's given up trying, or someone is not making headway in the area of financial stability, or again trying to do their part to maintain the stability, the strength within this relationship. Again, this could very well indicate job loss, financial trouble, especially with the Ace of Pentacles coming out here in your underlying energy, clarifying this Four of Pentacles. This can indicate needing to hang on to your resources, or feeling, worried about losing something, and the Ace of Pentacles can indicate missed opportunities, especially in the area of job, work, financial endeavors, that kind of thing, financial investments. And then we have the Star in reverse. So this could be simply as simple as a message regarding lost financial stability for one or both parties involved. And it could be that, at least for now, one party is kind of covering the making up the difference, making up for the other party's inability or lack of ability to put in some equal effort into the stability of this relationship. And I'm talking more about finances, that kind of area. But I feel like there's more to it here than just that. It feels like there is a certain level of resentment, or maybe some hard feelings toward one or the other, or both parties might be feeling this. So Pisces, I indicated I thought you were the Empress energy, and the Empress came out in reverse and in the upright. The Empress energy is somebody who is very nurturing and loving. This can be a mature energy. It doesn't have to be someone older, but it can be. This is an individual who is wise. Somebody, again, who's very nurturing, puts others first. This is somebody who's very reliable and loyal, compassionate, somebody that you can trust. And I feel like you have held that certain level, that status, that position, certain level of loyalty, and again, that position within a family unit, possibly a connection, family unit, group of friends. If this is not a family or intimate connection, it could be a workplace situation where you've kind of maintain that status, that kind of working relationship with others. But there's a sense too that that right now is not how things are, or things have changed, or it's just not par for the course right now. There's something that's kind of gone awry, or something that's changed, and it could be, again, feeling insecure, feeling like you don't have the capability of maintaining that status, or feeling uncertain. Let's get some more cards out here, Pisces. We have the King of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands in reverse, the Emperor again, clarifying the Four of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Star in reverse again, Ace of Wands, Six of Cups again in reverse, and then we have the High Priestess in reverse. So I feel like this Emperor energy, which again, it feels like the person that you're dealing with, Pisces, but it could be your energy. You decide what makes sense to you depending on whether or not this reading is resonating for you. I feel like this Emperor is also the King of Wands. And he's lost a certain level of hope. Maybe a certain level of respect or confidence with this Empress energy, Pisces, with you. It feels like he's lost a certain level of confidence. He doesn't feel like the relationship is on equal ground right now. It feels like he thinks this could be his perception, or it could be actually what's happening, that he's putting a little bit more effort into the relationship maybe than you are. He might feel like he's losing some ground with you, or that something's missing. There's something that it could be a certain level of loyalty. It could be that there has been some disagreements or some conflict within the relationship. So it feels like there's some hard feelings being hung on to. It feels like someone's having a hard time letting go of possibly some resentment or something that happened in the past that maybe left you feeling, or this Emperor feeling, like the relationship had lost some ground, or there's some lost loyalty, a lack of a movement forward. Again, I get the feeling that like this Emperor thinks he's maybe investing more or putting more effort or energy into this connection, to this relationship, than you are. And I think he wants, or is hopeful, that that will change. Let's get some more cards out here, Pisces. There's the Ten of Pentacles again. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Wands in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Four of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, so here's the thing. This is an interesting reading, because I'm not getting a lot of new information. Instead, it's kind of, I'm getting more of a feeling that the relationship is not, it's not a breakup, it's not a divorce. It just feels like it could be a loss of hope for it to maintain its level, its status, to maintain its level of strength, to maintain its movement forward. I feel like the Emperor in the situation, this King, it could be both parties, could be and the King and Queen of Wands both came out in reverse. I feel like right now the two energies are kind of in their own corners, maybe with their arms folded and kind of saying, you know what, I refuse to budge on this. This is my this is how I feel about this, and this is how it's going to be. Very stubborn, unwavering energies. But this relationship, this is significantly, it's a strong relationship in that it's lasted so long. There is a lot, there's a feeling that this has been something that you've built over a significant amount of time. You could have children in a home with this person. You could have built, maybe you've built a business together. And it could be that both parties are feeling that the other party is not putting in the effort to continue to make it work. And maybe there has been discussion about going your separate ways. About, you know, accepting that this relationship has lived out its time, and it's time to move on. Maybe it's time to accept that you've gotten what you could out of this connection, and it's time to move on your merry way and do your own thing, because I feel like there's a lack of desire or a lack of effort being put forth into the connection itself. Then maybe you're questioning whether or not you even want this anymore. Because it just feels like there's a lack of movement. There isn't a lot of information in the cards, which I'm finding really interesting. It's more of this whole general message of disappointment, apathy, being afraid to maybe admit that it might be time to let go. Maybe laying blame. There might be some blame games going on here. Well, you're the reason why this relationship is not as strong as it used to be. You're not putting that effort. You're not putting that effort into it. You're not putting your best foot forward. You're not, you know, you're lacking the hope. It's kind of a humdrum, really uninspiring set of cards, if I'm being honest. And I think there's this fear behind letting this go, and at the same time a desire to let it go, because you're just tired of doing the same old. You're tired of wash, rinse, repeat. But that's the direction that it's going, because there haven't been any changes made. You're still going through the motions, still maintaining a certain level of day-to-day, get the job done, pay the bills, feed the kids, getting the laundry done. Yeah, I mean, it feels like things are maintaining, but the inspiration is gone. And I feel like there's this need to reinvigorate this relationship, or make a decision one way or the other. And I'm not sure that either party is willing to make that decision. Maybe if there is a sense in this set of cards over here that it's possible There's been talk about going your separate ways, and at the same time, there's this resistance to doing that because the relationship has lasted this long. I mean, it's a relationship of longevity. I mean, you've built a lot together. You may have a lot. Maybe you have a home. Again, you have children. Maybe you've got some financial investments. Maybe you've got a lot of assets together. So you've really built something quite significant and strong and worthwhile. Maybe you have a business together. And so, you know, if you go your separate ways, what happens to, you know, all of that stuff that you've acquired, everything that you've accumulated over the years, including relationships and family and friends. Do you know what I mean, Pisces? It's really kind of it's a challenging reading for me to, I want to do it over, if I'm being honest. I've already done it over, if I'm being honest. I've started this Pisces reading a couple of times and I keep getting a similar message, so maybe it's the one that needs to be told. But there is something here that needs to be addressed, and it's significantly important that it gets addressed, because you don't want to let this dwell in this devil energy too long, or it becomes more and more difficult to get out of it the longer you avoid it. And that's what the sense I'm getting is that maybe a significant conversation has been avoided for a while. And when I say a while, maybe for years. Maybe something that you need to address in this day and age. It's time to open up the door to full disclosure, absolute honesty, and willingness to be blunt with your conversation. When I say blunt, I don't mean what's the word I'm trying to think of? Unsympathetic, uncaring, unemotional. I don't mean that. Blunt, I just mean honest, I guess. It's time to have an honest conversation, because this relationship feels like it needs it. But there also feels like there's this lack of compromise. Maybe things have been going along this way for so long that it's almost impossible for you to see that there could be something new around the corner, or starting fresh, or inserting something into this relationship that will give it some zest, some life, a renewed sense of hope, because that's what I feel like it's lacking right now. So we have the King of Air in reverse that's come out, and this could indicate your energy or the person you're dealing with. I feel like it's probably going to represent this Emperor's energy. And we'll see what it has to say. I know it's a very negative card, so this could indicate kind of the way you've been treating each other, or the way you've been treated, Pisces, by this individual that you're dealing with. It's a potential blockage if it's in reverse. It's relatively short passage, and after this we're going to wrap up this reading, Pisces, okay? Here we go. The King of Air reversed represents a man who is extremely intelligent and charming, and sadly cruel. He is someone who takes delight in using his mental acuity to cut people down and make others feel less confident and sure of themselves. He likes to have people second-guessing themselves, and because he also possesses a gift for convincing others that he is well-intentioned and has only their best interest at heart, people seek out his advice. But he is a power seeker who likes to play mind games. What he wants is to dominate and control, not because he's emotionally broken or wounded, but because it makes him feel powerful. He does it just because he can. If you have someone of this nature in your life, the King of Air reversed represents a need to cut ties and protect yourself from another's manipulations or desire to control you, or in turn a need or desire you might have to control and manipulate others. Only pain will come from this relationship or behavior. I mean, it applies for sure. I don't necessarily feel like this is just one energy. It could be both. And I say that because, you know, both the masculine and feminine energies that came out in this reading are in reverse, including the Empress energy. The Emperor that came out in the upright both times. And to me, the Emperor and the Emperor can just indicate, again, more mature individuals, people who have a little bit of experience under their belt. But I feel like this relationship is a two-way street. I don't feel like either party is making the effort that's probably necessary. There probably has been some harsh words exchanged back and forth. And what needs to happen because I do feel like, you know, there is significant potential to rebuild, not rebuild, because you already have this. You've already built this. You already have the abundance. You already have the home. You've got the luxuries. You've got the, you know, the assets. You've got the mutual friends, the family. Maybe you've got the grandchildren, the property, the business, whatever it is that you have, you've already built this. But there is this lack of inspiration, lack of hope, and feeling like you might have to, like you're trying to hang on for dear life to keep this going when the truth of the matter is the love might be lost, loyalty might be lost, and you're not shaking the Six of Cups in reverse. There's some resentment between the two energies on this table, and if you can't get past that, you might very well you know, lose what you've built together, because what needs to happen is you need to regain a sense that you can restart this and have this hope back and maintain what you've built together. I don't know, I'm carrying on, I'm rambling because I see the potential in this relationship, and I don't want you to lose this. At the same time, I don't know your circumstances. If you're dealing with a King of Air, if you're dealing with someone who's abusive, and again, I think both parties could be guilty. If you're dealing with an abusive relationship and it's toxic, and that very well could be what's happening here, then maybe it is time to part ways and go your separate ways. Do your own thing, you know? Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave that here. I hope that this reading was helpful for you in some way, shape, or form. I wish you all the best. If you did resonate, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment, that would be fabulous too. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you again soon. Take care. Bye, Pisces.